video, we're going to talk about how to get your dog to stay. For some dogs, staying in place can be difficult. For example, if you have a young, energetic, or easily distracted dog, it can be difficult for them to stay in place for long periods of time. So in this video, we're going to go over a few different techniques that will help make this easier, make it easier for you to practice this. So for this video, some prerequisites and some things that your dog should know already. They should know sit and or down. They should know leash pressure. And also, for the e-collar portion of the video, your dog should be e-collar conditioned. So there's a few different types of stays that we're going to cover. The first is a sit stay. So for this, you're going to say your dog's name and then sit, and then they need to get into a sitting position, and then you're going to tell them stay, and then from there on out, they need to remain in a sit in that same spot that you put them in until you release them. Mila, sit, stay. Okay, free. Now, one exception to this rule is it's okay if your dog chooses to lie down after some time has passed. Stay. Because when a dog goes from a sitting position to a lying down position, usually they're doing that because they're just getting more comfortable. So that's showing us that they're more committed to staying in that position. Some notes about this is we don't allow a dog to go up and down from a sit to a down, right? So once your dog lies down, they need to maintain that down position from that point on. They're not allowed to then pop back up into a sit. Stay. No. Down. Down. The next type of stay is a down stay. For this, you're going to say your dog's name, then down, then you're going to say stay, and then they need to stay in that down position until you release them. For this, we don't let them pop up into a sit. Down means you have to remain in that spot until you're released. Down. Stay. No. Down. Stay. Okay, free. It's okay if your dog shifts slightly as long as they stay in that same position. For example, if they roll on their hip, if they slightly roll on their side, that's okay if they just get into a more comfortable position. Some things we don't allow our dogs to do is we don't allow them to crawl. We don't allow them to roll around, right? So if your dog just starts rolling on their back and having fun, that's not okay in a down stay. Down. Stay. No. No. The next type of stay is waiting at thresholds. The command we use for this is wait. Wait. You can use it anywhere you want, but we use it typically at thresholds like gates, doorways, inside the car before our dog comes out of the car. So for this, your dog doesn't have to sit. They don't have to lie down. It's okay if they stand. It's okay if they choose to sit. All they're supposed to do is stay behind the threshold. So we draw an imaginary line wherever the doorway or the gate or whatever the threshold is. We draw an imaginary line, and your dog isn't supposed to cross that until you release them. Okay, free. Wait. Now remember, there's a few different ways that you can release your dog. You don't have to release your dog by saying, okay, free. You can also release them by saying, let's go. Now remember the difference between the two. Okay, free means your dog's allowed to do whatever they want. So it's okay if they run around, it's okay if they run away from you, that's totally fine. The other way to release them is by saying, let's go. And that's a more controlled release. So remember, let's go means your dog has to follow you. They're not allowed to run around and run all over the place. But both are ways that you can release your dog. Let's go. No. Let's go. Okay, free.